Hello again, friends. Loki Jesse here with the Cold Open, and here is day 2 of my adventures in San Antonio, Texas, attending Retro City Fear Fest. On this episode, I interviewed the husband and wife team, Benjamin Martian and Bianca Lemaire, director of Mr. Minton's, Glenn Maxwell. From Scissorman, director Will Martinko and actor Matthew Santiago, the director of Batshit, Aurora Gabrielle, and the Masters of Sound from Mayhem Events in San Antonio, AJ Aleman, and Francis Padgett. This episode ends with my interview with Melinda Clarke from Return of the Living Dead Part 3, The OC, Firefly, Xena Warrior Princess, The Killer Tongue, and various other films that are just too many to mention. Timestamps are located in the description below. Please do all the YouTube things, like, share, subscribe, comment. I'll be back soon with some reviews of films I found on various platform services. Thank you and please enjoy. I am Lucky Jesse from Troglodyte Harbor and Cold Film Review, and I am with the filmmakers of Zombebe. Did I say that right?
Yep, that's
Yep.
it. That's
Yep.
it. I'm Bianca Lemaire.
I'm Benjamin Martian.
And where did the idea come up with this film? I mean, you've already got that question asked a lot of times today, but
It's all good. So when our youngest or when our oldest was just a baby and learning to walk, we saw her stumbling around. And we said she looks like a zombie. She looks like a zombie, and so that the idea was born then, but it didn't fully begin to walk until our youngest Veritas started to learn how to walk, and we said we got to do it now, or we're going to miss the opportunity.
awesome. And so earlier, I don't know if it was like after the film or during the Q&A, I don't know which Q&A it was, but you mentioned Up All Night and Rhonda Shear and all those other late night events that happened. Like that was sort of an inspiration.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a fake grindhouse trailer, which you know all those movies, USA Up All Night, but then like the 42nd Street Theater and all that stuff, which was grindhouse. It's all very tongue in cheek, schlocky. The lighting is really crazy, crazy camera angles, and just like having fun with that genre.
There's
really
just
great.
nothing like those Up All Night. Like
Yeah.
those movies are so good. They are so bad. And it was my parents, I'm so grateful they let us just stay up and watch this stuff. It was just absolute trash and in the best way.
Yeah.
So
Well, speaking of trash, because you had brought this up also, you mentioned Trauma,
Yeah.
the greatest independent film cinema of all time, Uncle
yeah.
Lloyd.
Yep. Uncle Lloyd.
And like some of the effects that I saw like in the trailer, like
Oh, yeah,
they were
definitely.
very like trauma inspired.
Definitely. I think it's like definitely a style. Trauma is, I wouldn't even call them B movies. Like they're their own style. Trauma is its own genre, really. And so I think when you're dealing with effects that way, you're sort of leaning into the fact that you have limited resources, which is what Trauma is like great at doing. And they're like, we're not going to try to hide from that. We're going to lean into it and have fun with it. So it's like literally a cantaloupe with a wig on it and it gets run over with a car. Like that's it.
right.
But they always use the same car crash over and over again for the
It's so
past
funny.
like 40 years.
Well, it's so funny because what did I see? It was the Return of Nukem High 2.
Oh.
I saw it at the theater when it came out. And they had that shot in there. And everybody in the audience, as soon as they got into a car that looked like that, everyone knew that shot was coming. And it was really fun.
Oh, and I love that car scene.
Yeah.
So this was a family affair event for like everybody was involved, right?
Yes. So our daughter Corvus, our daughter Solaris, and our son Veritas, wearing different hats too. We were moving lights, we were doing all the things together as a family, and it was just the five of us, no one else, no extra crew. We were the crew. That was it.
Well, they're also like, we're film, creative people, so the kids are all used to having lights lights and cameras and stuff, and they're it's just normal for us. I don't think they realize most families don't do that.
Yes.
Did the kids have any demands to be in the film?
Any demand?
Like they did
outside of their normal kid demands.
Well, so we make a brain out of Jello,
Yes.
and so our second was very excited to try Jello for the first time, and we made it with like food coloring
peach
and
and
like
watermelon.
yeah. And once she actually got an opportunity to try it, she was not,
did not like
too
it.
pleased. But yeah, that was one of the demands, is that she be able to eat the brain.
So I'm guessing that she's gonna have a no Jello clause on her next
No
film.
Jello,
Yeah.
no Jello.
Yeah,
no.
she never had it before.
No.
It's not.
It won't be happening
Yeah,
again.
she won't want that again.
Well, one day she will. Like eventually, it happens. So where can people find you on the social media? Oh no, wait! Before we get to that part, where else can we see the film? Like when is it gonna be available to watch? Because that was the trailer that we saw earlier. So when is it gonna be like out?
Well, actually, the trailer is the film.
Oh,
It's a fake. Maybe we should shoot the feature.
We
I don't know,
should
but
shoot
yeah,
the
it's
feature.
a fake trailer.
I'm considering if we get some money, we shoot a full feature out of it. But yeah, we're submitting it to a lot of film festivals. It'll eventually be streaming on YouTube or somewhere else, maybe our social media.
It's on Real Fake Blood.
Yeah,
You can watch it on Real Fake Blood. The trailer.
yes, I'm gonna send it to my coworkers and friends because
Okay,
it looks
great.
so cute.
no,
Okay,
no.
great. Thank you.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, oh man, like I hope it's a feature because it looks so
Okay.
interesting.
well,
Well,
okay,
we'll
we'll
do
do
it.
it.
We'll see. I'm not twisting your arm or anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I just hope the baby survives.
Yeah, I hope so too.
The happy ending.
Yes,
That's the one that it's the baby that has all the demands. I mean, they're like keeping that baby happy is that's the thing. That's the part right there. You know?
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, now finally, I'm sorry. So, where can people find you on social media and all these things?
So I'm at Miss Bianca Lemaire. That's at MISSBIANCA Lemaire. And
I'm Benjamin Martian on Instagram and also Real Fake Blood Films.
Okay. Well, thank you all so much, and have a great time. Speaking of anything, I am Loki Jesse, and I am here with
Glenn Maxwell.
Glenn. Oh my God, that is such like a James Bond name.
Oh, I wish.
Are you James Bond? Are you a spy?
Oh well, if I tell you, I have to kill you.
Yes, you do, and I am so ready for. Anyway, so your film was Mr. Mittens, and I take it you're a cat person.
I am very much a cat person. I have 2 cats at home, and I had 5 whenever I was growing up. So definitely a cat person.
Yes, cats are so awesome, dude. So where did this idea from this film come from?
So I grew up on, like the Sci-Fi Channel watching Trauma and like Asylum, just, that mockbuster type stuff. And I really, really enjoyed it. And I was just at a point where it's like, I don't have a budget for things, but I still want to be creative. And that was kind of the inspiration. Just like, okay, cool. We're going to make, a B movie and we're going to do it with no budget and do it as best as we can.
But it came out really great because it kind of had that like grindhouse feel to a 1980s style of it.
Thank you. Yeah, we did a lot of effects and posts on making digital look like film. That took the most amount of time getting that look right.
It does, because like I know the program that I use when I want to do like something fancy, I have to go through like all like the pre stuff that's already on there just to find something that matches close to my vision. So I could just imagine the time it took, for y'all to find something.
Oh yeah, I always say me and my cinematographer, he also edited this with me. We were I say we both lost God and found him in the post-production process because we were just so lost in it and then kind of came back to it.
If you bump into it again, tell me I'll $20. That's blasphemy. So I saw in the credits, very special thanks to John Carpenter, which I did get some John Carpenter vibes from the feel.
Thank you. Yeah, I also did the composing on it, and I was very heavily inspired by like The Thing and Halloween, that kind of very simplistic synth score. So I know The Thing was Ennio Morricone, but just that John Carpenter feel was very big.
Well, it's funny because you say Halloween and not to spoil anything, but it's just like I was so hoping like at the end I was going to hear the guy say like I fired 6 times or a number of times.
The ending was definitely very Halloween as we wanted to do that. The one thing that I wish we did was get a reverse shot of the ground being completely like empty.
Yeah.
That was the one thing, like every time I watch it, I'm just like, man, I wish we got that.
Oh, you can always do that in the sequel if there's a sequel.
Yeah, so shockingly, I'm a 24-year-old filmmaker. For the first time in my life, someone after screening this came up and said, hey, I'm interested in possibly funding a Mittens feature. I'm like, cool. So I am filled to the brim with ideas on what this little guy's going to get up to.
Oh, that's awesome! I could just see it now. Like I could just see like a crossover soon, like Mittens versus Jason.
I have some great filmmaking friends up in Fort Worth, Sean Fury and Elijah Broughton. They made this short film called Attack of the Swole People, where some muscular aliens attack Earth to get some creatine powder. And we're talking about doing a Mittens versus Swole People type short.
That sounds awesome. I'm gonna have to look that up. So, is how like this film's gonna be making the festival circuit? Like, how long before it hits YouTube or like other those stations where people can see it?
Man, so we've been on the festival circuit for probably about 6 months now. We got another year ahead of us. Hopefully by next Halloween, I'm hoping to release it online for an online premiere.
Awesome, because like I'm gonna tell my friends about this film, and some of them are cat people, and they're gonna want to see this film.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, this is for cat lovers everywhere. Like part of me is just like everybody who died in this, dog people.
Pretty much. Oh, thank you so much for this time. Where can people find you on socials?
Thank you for having me, first off. And second of all, you can find me on Instagram at Texas Camera Dude.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Glenn Maxwell. Right for it. Well, you did something to me where I was going to forget, so you don't kill me. That's why. In fact, this interview might not exist anymore. Hey, I'm Loki Jesse from Chocolate Horror Co Film Review, and just when you think you guys are leaving, they drag you back in here for another interview. But this is so important because you won.
Yeah, we won best film editing for the Scissor Man. No, it was a ton of fun. I was editing the movie for a 48-hour film festival in a Panera. The Panera closed. I sat outside. The Wi-Fi went until the Wi-Fi went down there. Went to another grocery store, filmed it, finished it there, uploaded it, submitted it. It was like I think we were up for probably 48 of the 48 hours. So
no, I could relate to that because back when I was taking accounting classes, and one of my professors like wanted us to do the test like online, and I'm at the library, but then the library didn't want to work. So then I go outside of McDonald's to use the Wi-Fi there, and I do the test, but it won't submit. So then I have to go to a Starbucks, and it's just I totally relate to like going to like different locations just to upload something.
Yeah. No, it was a labor of love though, and I couldn't have done it without him. His performance is so good, and I was able to like literally like structure the entire film around his and Charlie's performances. And this guy's the Scissor Man. He scared an entire generation of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvanians.
He looks so menacing. No offense.
Yeah. Thank you for the kind words, Will. Yeah, it's been a great time. It was super fun getting to do that. It was so streamlined, and so it left a lot of room for just like getting into the performance. And so it's been a great time. This whole festival and this whole experience has been great. So thank you for your part in that.
Oh no, thank you all so much for your time. Like I know like time is very important these days, and to take a few moments to like just like to talk with me and talk to my associate. It's just like very important, but still the time that you put in for your passion project, for this work, for this film, because it was just kind of like we said at the end of the Q&A about like like keep going forward or like to do something, because even if it takes a while, you just gotta keep going. Like there's no time limit to on your dreams. You just gotta keep focusing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 27, you're 26, and we're really just trying to make a world where we can do this for a living. And we both have jobs outside of this, but this is our dream. And being at events like this and talking to people like you is literally a dream come true. So yeah.
Well, my my day job is very boring, but and I'm kind of lazy, and sometimes I procrastinate too much. But when I start recording, when I start getting into that editing phase, it's like the creativity just comes out. Like this popcorn bucket, like this was an idea that I had, and I would tell my friends and colleagues, and they would be like, "Yeah, okay, go for it." But I just it's so simple, but like it's just something that happens. You just gotta. Okay, not to be Robert Rocky Howard, but don't dream it, be it.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yes,
The popcorn
yes.
bucket's cool. I noticed as soon as you came out with it.
100%. It's very, very lively, and then I see the little lobster with the knife,
Yeah,
and that's That's sick. That's so cool.
Awesome, very creative.
Thanks. What's next for y'all? Like, are you gonna submit this more to more film festivals? Do you have something else coming in the mix?
Yeah, I mean, I've submitted it to a couple of film festivals around the country. But what's next? I finished two feature film script based on a short I did a few years back. It's two robbers go to rob a bank. One of them realizes they went on a date with the teller the night before, and chaos ensues. So
And hilarity.
yeah, wait, I'm sorry.
And hilarity ensues.
And hilarity ensues. That is right. That is right.
Part of the rom-com.
Yeah, exactly. So we got all these different genres in there, and we're currently trying to find funding, and again trying to just get it off the ground because I don't know, the script is really I think it's one of the best things I've ever written. So very excited.
Okay, two final things before I let you all go. After the Scissor Man does its festival run, is it gonna be available on YouTube, or like where could we see it when it's done with the festival?
So it is already available on YouTube, and you can watch it whenever. If you just look up my name at Will Martinko, you can find the link to the Scissor Man, and yeah, it's already online, and we've been getting a ton of cool feedback from it, and it's been really, really, really cool to be able to showcase that story out into the world.
Awesome sauce. Okay, so the completely final question: where can people find you on the socials and in the classifieds?
Yeah, so at Will Martinko on everything social media. Instagram's my main form of social media, but I have TikTok, I have Facebook, all the above. So and then Matt.
Yeah. So if you go to his Instagram, you can find the link to the YouTube upload of Scissor Man, and you can find my Instagram, which is the real Maddie Sands. I won't spell it all out again because you can find it right on his.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to find me, that's where I'll be.
I was gonna suggest that you have like a cardboard cutout with like all of it spelled out.
Yeah, I spelled it all out the first interview, so you can go back and watch if you need.
I'll do editing. I'll just clip it in.
Yeah.
I love editing. I love doing that so much because the creativity. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you all so much for being here. You all have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday fun day, and congratulations again.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I am Loki Jesse with Chocolate Harbor and Cold Film Review, and I am here with the lovely, spectacular actress
Aurora Gabrielle.
And you directed the feature, Bat Crazy or Bat Shitty?
Bat shit.
Bat shit. I knew there was bat somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a controversial title. I had gone through a few different names before I decided on it, so I understand.
No, yeah, I get it because there was back in sometime I think 2 years ago in Houston, there was a short film called Bitch, and like I didn't know it was a werewolf film, but like it's like with a title like that you don't expect it to be a werewolf film, but still.
Yeah, you're like, oh, wait, something like that, bitch, or bad shit. You're like, wait, what is this about? So I'm hoping that makes people curious and not run away from it.
Where did you come up with the idea?
So the idea mostly came from my days back as a sucia, as I like to say, where I would go to the St. Mary's Strip and get really drunk and just hang out. But then I noticed that San Antonio has like a lot of bats here. And so I was thinking, people always talk about werewolves, they talk about vampires, but there's other were creatures out here. So it'd be interesting to write about a werebat. So that's what my story is about, a San Antonio werebat.
Wow, that's interesting. Because like I do know like I have a paranormal friend that like says he's like gotten some shapeshifters on video, but like
real ones.
That's what he says. I don't know. I didn't check it out. So, but that's besides the point. But like the werebat, that's very interesting.
Thank you. Yeah, I was making it up as a joke one day, just because I was like, oh yeah, werebats, vampires. But when I looked it up, there were actual, cryptid websites dedicated to werebats. So I was like, oh, okay, so I guess this is a thing.
I'm pretty well. It has to be a thing if it's online,
right? Isn't that the rule?
Yeah, it's the rule. I mean, aside from the other, I think it's 34 or something. But that's besides the point. We're getting off track here, but that's what happens on the show. We get off track all the time. But still, how long did the shooting take?
So it took us about, I would say, 2 months total, and that's with breaks in between. We mostly shot on weekends. Sometimes everyone was working like a 9 to 5, so
you have to compromise with that. But it was a pretty quick shoot. It's not a super long film. But it so far we're in post production, so it's about like 8 minutes. So I'm really excited to show it to everybody.
When do you think we can expect it in the festival circuit?
Ooh, definitely sooner than later. I would say in probably a few months, actually. We're really pretty much done with all of the editing. We would like to showcase a few other films at the same time before we start putting it out to a festival circuit. So that's the plan. That's mostly why we have a strategy as far as when we're releasing everything.
And what other, aside from this, is this your first time directing, or have you directed before?
So I have directed before another film that I also wrote and starred in. It's called Impact. It's available on my YouTube channel for Pink Archer Productions, and so that's also and one of my Instagram handles that I use for my film projects. And that film was a drama thriller. That was my first one. We filmed it last year, and I was working with Kevin Barton and Gloria Bueno.
Cool. And as I narrow down the interview, what is your type of genre of horror that you like?
I love horror comedy. I'm a big horror comedy person. Sam Raimi is a huge inspiration for me. Evil Dead, Jennifer's Body, all of those types of films. They've always Frankenhooker, stuff like that.
Have you met Patty, the girl, Frankenhooker?
I wish. No, not yet. That's on my list.
I met her a few years ago in Coat City, in Bastrop, in Coat. Classic Coat Film.
No.
She was so awesome. And in fact, like, when I'll show you the picture when we're done, but like, yeah, like when I took her picture, she's like, she like literally, like, put her leg on me. It's like, it was like, what?
You were like,
Yeah, because I'm just like, not like, yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. But still, I was just like, what? I don't want to get, yeah, like I said, I don't want to get in trouble. But still, she's so awesome. So what's next for you?
So I have a few scripts lined up, but just really pinpointing which one we want to go into first is the hardest part. So far I'm really focusing more on my writing, and then also trying to act more. But definitely, if you want to follow and see what's coming up next, please follow us on Pink Archer Productions or on my Instagram, which is at _Aurora, spelled UHROARUH. I had to think about it.
It's okay. I'll just put the effects on it. It just shows up. What's your favorite color? It'll be in pink.
Yes, there you go. That's
Is
exactly it? Pink is my favorite.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
My friend, she likes purple.
Oh, I love that.
So, but thank you so much for taking your time to do this interview. Thank you for hosting the event. It was so fun. I had such a great time here.
Thank you.
The films were great. You're awesome. Your trailer was good. I can't wait for that film. Thank you again so much. You have a great Sunday fun day. And I am Loki Jussie here reporting for Fear Fest. Because I keep saying Scarefest.
I know, I said that too.
But anyway, in case that other part didn't get recorded, please introduce yourselves again.
AJ Aleman.
My name is Frances Padgett.
And hopefully that first part did record. So this is the first time you did this alone. Did you feel any stress?
Over there. There was a little bit in the beginning. There was just miscommunication in a sense, but at the end of things like this, in the beginning, that there's always going to be something. It's never as smooth as you want it to be, but like anything else, when it's something big, in the end, it smoothed itself out and it worked the way it was supposed to.
That's good, because like anything can happen. Like, they always say, like, expect the best, hope for the best, expect the worst.
Yes.
But everything worked out fine at the end, because it was just a great event.
Yeah, it really was. And just to see the fulfillment of it, and then the people coming in, I kept hearing like, oh, this is almost like a theater. It comes in and it kind of hits you in the face with the sound and the visual of it. That's, as an AV, that's what you want to hear. And it just brings a smile to my face to bring them that magic.
That's awesome. And what's next for you?
For me, Like I said, I DJ on the side. I That's what I mainly do. I guess you could say that's the AV. Sorry, AV of the music world. But that's what I do. But wherever they want me, like I said, I'm down to do this anytime, and it's just a call away.
Would you ever work sound on a film?
Yes.
I absolutely would love to.
It's gonna happen. You just just keep on doing what you're doing. Like it's gonna happen. Everything has its time, but it's gonna happen. And I hope you all do work in a film because you all did a great job here yesterday and today, and you are like the MVPs of this little theater here. Because like without you all, we couldn't be able to enjoy what we saw.
Thank you for that. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
I really appreciate that as well.
And I appreciate you all and your time. And I'm gonna let you all go. But like, if since you're a DJ, where could people find you and book you?
People can find me either at Mayhem Events San Antonio, or they can also find me on my own personal website as well as just DJ AJ. That's going to be AJ with two A's, and that's on Instagram or Facebook.
And where could people find you?
You can find me as Adorable Dorky on Instagram, and you can also find me as Frances Padgett on Facebook. And I'm open as well for DJ events. I'm still training, but I can also do some on my own as well.
Okay, because I'm gonna be looking for a DJ for my polka wedding.
I'm down.
Awesome. So, well, thank you all so much. You all have been so kind and generous with your time, and I will let you all go because it's still the convention's still going on. I don't know if you want to meet any of the guests or buy some of the products that are down there because they have a lot of good products. And there is this one girl from town that I want to get something to for her.
Oh, get it going, bro.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
I am Loki Jussie, and I am here reporting at Retro City Fear Fest. Got it right. Thank you all. Goodbye. I am Loki Jesse from Chocolate Harbor Cove Film Review, and I am here with the lovely, beautiful, spectacular Melinda Clarke. How are you doing today?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm very tired.
Yeah.
I have a long drive ahead of me after here. So.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm from Laredo, Texas. So
Okay.
it's like about a 2-hour, 30-minute drive going south. That's a border town. But how are you enjoying the show today?
Oh, I love San Antonio. And this is probably the group of people running this show are just so kind. I feel so well taken care of, and I hope it's a very, very successful show in the future. If you haven't been here to the Fear Fest, you guys need to do it next time.
You've been in so many great films, Return of the Living Dead, Spawn. You were on TV shows like the OC, and you had that small part. Well, you had that one guest spot in Serenity, which was like so awesome. Firefly.
Yes.
That was
Nandy,
Oh.
the heart of gold with the heart of gold.
Yes. Oh, and you were also in Xena Velasca.
Velasca, yes, the self-proclaimed goddess of chaos.
I love that. I love that 2-parter episode because it's like they had to get like another like insane person to take you out, and they had to release Callisto. And when you two were on screen, and like, wow, chaos ensued. Like you two were like, that was like one of my favorite scenes of the whole series. Like, forget the title character, you versus Callisto was awesome.
No, it's very true. It's interesting. I actually rewatched that recently, and I was so pleasantly surprised. It was good. It was like, and I'm not saying I thought it was bad. It's just that as we get older, we think we grow as actors, that we get better, this and that. But I really liked my choices. They wrote a very, very strong, powerful character, and I like playing strong characters. And I'm not afraid. Sometimes you get concerned of walking the line of being, overplaying something or being a little too dramatic. But these characters, certain characters need that, and it really lent itself. Hudson Leak is a very strong actor as well, and the first time she let out her scream, it startled me. I was a little put off. I was like, what was that? But it became like kind of a fan favorite, I think.
It is. I mean, like obviously I'm talking about it right now, but like there's like you've done so much like in your career. I mean, like again, from Return of the Living Dead and Spawn, like Cena, the OC, and the many projects you've done is like such a it's just like a awesome career.
You think so? Yeah, I don't. It wasn't. It wasn't by design. In the '90s, I ended up doing a lot of genre things. But I think after I did a movie called The Killer Tongue that nobody's seen, but you guys all have. If you want to see the weirdest movie ever made, Robert Englund's in it, Doug Bradley's in it, and I think you can watch it on Tubi. For the longest time, I couldn't find it anywhere. But there was a lot of prosthetic and after the Spawn, prosthetics for the Living Dead and such. I needed to get away from the. I found makeup to be really challenging, because it was 9 hours of makeup with the Living Dead, and those are really hard sometimes. But then in the 2000s, I was doing the OC was a little bit more. Obviously, that wasn't genre, and it had a comedy aspect to it, and so like I said, we are just lucky. We get auditions, and you get to do certain roles that Hollywood sees you in, and then sometimes as you get older, some of those roles aren't quite there anymore. But I think we've just been in a really interesting time between COVID and strikes and the industry changing a little bit. It would be fun, actually. I've been kind of picturing getting into something genre or horror again. So I'm hoping something like that can happen in the future.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Like you're gonna manifest it, and it's gonna come true. But it's like 9 hours, like in the process. Like you are a survivor because now with the way that the technology and the way people do makeup and stuff, like now the time is like cut in half. But for what you went through to like wait in there to stand still and to get through that process, that is takes so much strength and endurance. So
Yeah.
I congratulate you. Like kudos to you for going through all that just for our enjoying pleasure.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it was it was a brand new experience, and the special effects house of Steve Johnson and Bill Corso worked on it. They were all very respectful, and you're a young woman, and you're doing these very intimate things to your body, But it was a unique creature that's never been replicated, and yeah, I think it's a cool thing to have on your resume.
Awesome. And where could your fans find you in the socials?
The Melinda Clarke on Instagram and TikTok. When I post, I can be kind of lazy about it, but sometimes I have to take breaks from social media. But it's just the Melinda Clarke. Somebody else has my Melinda Clarke name, but profile. So it's THE.
Thank you so much for your time. Time is so precious, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. I hope you have enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much.
You too. You drive carefully now.
I will.
Nice to meet you.
So I'm Loki Jesse, reporting for Chocolate Harbor and Coat Film. Goodbye.